to forget something is a little bit beyond our control. We can't forget things. Whether you forget something or don't forget, it really depends on the memory, and it depends how deeply this thing is ingrained into your consciousness. But that's the issue of forgetting. But forgiving means, despite the fact that I'm not forgetting, which means that I still have memory of this hurt that was done to me. Let's say if you're the one that's giving this forgiveness, despite the fact that I remember it and I'm not forgetting it, I am letting go of this hurt that it has no longer any control over me. Because when a person doesn't forgive, we'll see different situations where not necessarily we should or we could forgive. But when a person doesn't forgive in a situation where they really should, and let's say someone hurts you, we'll just define it like that. Someone hurts you, and you're pained because of this person's hurt, and you don't forgive them, then this event keeps on repeating itself every single day that you're not forgiving. So a person hurts you, let's say, a year ago, and you're reliving this every single day, not forgetting it and also being hurt by it, then that person has more control over your life than you do, because that event is taking control over you. When you're choosing to forgive, you're not saying, I'm forgetting about it, because again, it's not necessarily possible for you to forget about this event, but you're making it chol, you're making it weak, like weekday, and emptying it. You're emptying it of its bite. When someone does something to you, and you say, okay, it doesn't really matter, I forget about it. What you're really saying, when you tell someone forget about it or I forgot about it, it means that the person is really insignificant to you. Let's say, for example, a child, this happens very often, a child is rebelling against a parent. And let's say decides that they're going to destroy their room. And the parent comes home and says, oh, don't worry, it's nothing. That's the worst reaction. The child actually wants the parent to say, I'm hurt by you destroying your room, and I'm upset. And why am I upset? Because your actions really matter to me. If your actions don't matter to me, then forget about it. Big deal. I just move on. So the real act of forgetting is really, it's a very selfish act, because what you're saying is that this person's activity towards you had no meaning. So you're just getting out of it and making yourself feel better. But forgiving means, despite the fact that despite the fact that this person did mean something and this person does mean something to you, you're giving them you're giving them forgiveness. But again, you have to weaken the tension, the bite of that action in order to